Welcome everyone to another episode of A Bright Side. Today we are in London to check out some of the sights. We're going to see how much we can get done in a short period of time. We're here maybe for 4, maybe 5 hours, something like that. So let's go check it out. We've just got off the Underground at the embankment and we're just going to have a little mooch, see what we can see. Got like a tribute here to W.S. Gilbert, who I believe was one of Gilbert and Sullivan. He did the writing, you know, like the word writing, like the words to the operattas, and Sullivan wrote the music. I think I'm right in that way around. Oh, an actual London telephone box. Bit of a relic, really. Who uses these anymore? But it still has a telephone box in it. Or a telephone inside the box, I mean. Wow. So we've got no real game plan today. We want to show the kids Buckingham Palace. We want to just walk along the Thames River a little bit. Tower Bridge, that type of thing. Just to soak up the atmosphere here in London. Like I said, we're not here for that long. Just kind of like the sort of lunchtime afternoon period. Yeah. Little London souvenir gift shop. Right there under the bridge here at the embankment. So we are going to cross that bridge and get over to the other side. And yes, if you are wondering, Matilda is wearing her hoodie back to front. You know, it's Matilda. Here we go. Crossing the Thames River. Look at that skyline over there. I think I'm right in saying that's St. Paul's Cathedral. It looks like it. Is that pointy one? I think that's for Shard. Not 100% sure, but I think that's right. Just a little sweep across the centre of London there. Nice. And on the other side, I've just spotted the London Eye. I will be requiring the shades. Nice. Okay, we're on the other side of the Thames. Right, we're going to try and find a bite to eat a minute because we're a little bit peckish. It is lunchtime, so nothing too heavy.
We're in South Bank and there's loads of stuff around, so I'm sure we won't struggle.
Yeah. All right. Right, we found a hot dog stand here called Oh My Hot Dogs. So let's check out what we've got here. We've got a classic dog for $9.75. Classic with cheese, bacon cheese classic. All sounds very good. We've got some vegan options there, halal, just fries, Cajun fries. Nice, okay. There's a train going overhead. That's quite cool. There's an old boat over there. Pub on the Thames. Nice. Oh, look at this, kids. So you got some plain hot dogs there. We got some fries to share. And then I went with the, what was it? The classic with cheese, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had a classic with...
and there's bacon on there, isn't it? Bacon and cheese.
And I got a bacon yum dog.
Yeah, so what's yum sauce?
I don't know.
We don't know, we'll find out.
Garlic mayo?
Garlic mayo? Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. That's like, it's one of those German, like, Bockwurst sausages. That's a great hot dog.
Let's break it up.
I've eaten a lot of hot dogs in my time, and I've had some great hot dogs, but I gotta be honest, this is possibly one of the best hot dogs I've ever had. And the fries are really good as well. You can tell we're in London because for 4 hot dogs and a couple of drinks, £52 and change. That's expensive. I must say though, an incredible hot dog. Well, we have found our first real iconic view of London. Westminster Palace. Big Ben, of course. looking very majestic. I think we're lucky actually, because up until recently Big Ben had been covered in tarp for refurbishment, so it's good to see it all opened up, looking nice. And we're right underneath the London Eye. It's very windy all of a sudden. Okay, so we're not going up in the London Eye today because we haven't got time, but that is it in all its glory. Standing near enough underneath it. It's pretty impressive. It's very, very large. Get some beautiful views of London. But like I said, we haven't got time to go up in it today. Maybe one day. It is very busy, as you would expect for central London. Everyone wants to get the selfie beside Big Ben. Just another view of Big Ben, closer view. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk over Westminster Bridge and get real close to Big Ben and hopefully find Buckingham Palace. There it is, Westminster Bridge. Let's go cross it. Getting closer. We're halfway across the river. Here's the London Eye. Beautiful. I want to say Boudica, but I'm not sure. It might be. I think that's Boudica. Statue of Churchill. Very difficult to film when it's so crowded. The iconic London bus. Looks like the London Cenotaph down there. Loving the architecture here in London. Look at all that. And the same off to the right, walking down this street. Big Ben, obscured by those trees, but Big Ben is behind us. The Institution of Civil Engineers. Well, that's good timing because the road has been closed. We've got a little bit of troop in the colour going on here. Look at that. Nice. Oh, we're following the soldiers now. I reckon they're on their way to Buckingham Palace. What do you reckon, Mama Bear?
I think you're probably right.
And we're walking past beautiful St James's Park. Look at that.
Should we look through it a little bit?
We can have a little look in it, can't we? We've got a little bit of time. Because the weather's lovely. The sun is smiling. Not too hot, but not cold. I'd say maybe mid-60s, about 70 degrees, I reckon. Good temperature. Can you have a run around? Go on then, have a little run round. It's lovely to have all this green space in the middle of a big built-up city. You can come here, you can unwind, you can sit down and enjoy the atmosphere. Lovely. Going to investigate this lake. Lovely fountain right over yonder. You wouldn't believe you're right in the middle of busy London. Crazy, just a few yards in that direction. Bedlam. Oh, some more red-coated soldiers just randomly walking through the park. Loving that little house in there, that building. Wonder if that's a home. I doubt it. But you never know. I'd quite like to live in there. Hello, ducks. Right, let's find Shelley and the kids. I'm not sure where they are. Okay, drawing a blank on where they are. Ah! Hey, you having a good run round?
Yeah.
Yeah? AJ?
Yeah.
Where's Mama Bear over there, look? As you can tell, the kids, first time in London, they are very excited. Wonderful. Little baby London ducks. Right, we are beside Buckingham Palace, we're circling it. So let's go and find that iconic view.
We're trying to get up to it.
Yeah.
But we found it. That's the important bit.
Yeah, let's try and like I said, let's try and find that iconic
It's
view.
over there.
It's that way. She's right. I always listen to Shell Bell. So all this seating has been put up in celebration of the Queen's Jubilee, which is next weekend, I think. I'm not sure if we're going to get that iconic view with all of the building work. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. That's a slightly better view of Buckingham Palace, although we are blurred out a minute. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, pity we can't quite get the angle we want with all this staging built, but there it is. A London policeman. And all those British flags lining the Mall, celebration of the Jubilee. The iconic London taxi. can't remember where we need to go. Right, we're heading back to the embankment because that will be the easiest way to get to Tower Hill, which is our next destination.
Mind the gap, please.
This is Tower Hill, where this train terminates.
All right, Tower Hill.
The train will change.
Tower of London. All the history in there. So you see the tippy top of the Gherkin there, famous building. And if you pan around this way, there's the Shard. Rather impressive sundial. Tilly there investigating it. What a beautiful day. Seems to be warmer here than it did in the other part of town. Yeah, nice day. I want to say that's an old bit of Roman wall, but I'm not 100% sure if that is Roman. I would need to find that out. Here we go, another view of Tower of London. Right there by the Roman wall. And I say Roman, I'm pretty sure it is, because that's a statue, I think, of Caesar or Claudius, one of the two. Let's find out. Apparently, according to the information, it's the Roman Emperor Trajan. This is one of the most impressive surviving sections of London's former city wall. The lower part, with its characteristic tile bonding courses, was built by the Romans around 200 AD. Yeah. Alright, look at that. An old Roman wall. It's nearly 2,000 years old. That's impressive. I do think I could see myself dressed like that. Another Roman structure. Just there by the Tower of London. Oh, it's a good view of the Shard. Used to be a moat down there, fun fact. Great view of the Tower of London. And what's that building? Look at that. I'm not sure what that building's called, but it's a good contrast between new and old. And we're heading on to Tower Bridge, which is right down there. Arguably the most famous bridge in the world. Wow. Tower Bridge in all its glory. I'm looking from Tower Bridge, HMS Belfast. Beautiful. Got a very tired AJ on my shoulder. How iconic is that? A red bus driving over Tower Bridge. Look at that modern backdrop there. It's really crazy when you've got the Tower of London there and that modern backdrop behind it. Okay, heading over the middle of it, the drawbridge section. This is the bit that opens up to let ships through. We did it! We're across. Fancy an ice cream? Why, yes I do. What a view behind me to enjoy an ice cream. Having a Mr. Whippy type ice cream with Tower Bridge behind me. Phenomenal view of Tower Bridge. So iconic. Like I said when we were walking across it, in my opinion, the most famous bridge in the world. Little boat there going underneath. Travelling along the Thames. Nice. Another view there of London's more modern skyline. Let's get a slightly closer look of one of my favourite things here in London. One and only HMS Belfast. I want to say I've been on board her 3 times. I think I've been on board 3 times. Definitely more than 2. I'm going to say 3. If you're wondering, Bryce, what the heck is she? She is a light cruiser. Commissioned in, I think, 1938. I want to say 1938. And she's a light cruiser because of her armament, not the weight of her. And her armament there, 6-inch guns. Makes her a light cruiser as opposed to a heavy cruiser that would be closer to 8-inch. I believe we're very lucky to still have HMS Belfast preserved, because we did scrap so much after the Second World War and the decades that followed. Nice close-up there of her superstructure. Looking at her forward armament, 6-inch armament. And she's painted in like a wartime camouflage paint scheme, but she is configured slightly differently from when she served in World War II. That bridge was remodelled, I want to say the 1950s. I think she continued to serve through to the 60s and was then decommissioned. She almost went to scrap, but luckily she's now here. Right, hopefully there's time before our dinner reservation to find Pudding Lane. Matilda is very keen to find Pudding Lane, where the Great Fire of London started way back in 1666. So we're going to do our best to find that, and then we're going to head back to Piccadilly Circus to get to the restaurant that we've pre-booked. So we're standing on London Bridge and we're now looking back at HMS Belfast in the foreground and Tower Bridge in the background. We've crossed a lot of bridges today, haven't we, Shelley?
Yeah.
Check that out. The monument. Wow. We did it. We found Pudding Lane. And it says here, attached to this modern building, near this site stood the shop belonging to Thomas Fariner. Fariner?
Yeah.
Fariner, we'll go with that. The King's Baker, in which the Great Fire of September 1666 began.
I got a fun fact about the Great Fire of London.
Okay, what's your fun fact?
Well, a spark fell out of an oven in a bakery at Pudding Lane.
Okay.
And then, like, the whole house got on fire. Then it carried on Pudding Lane, and then it was, like, stayed there forever. But the only building it couldn't get was the King's house, because it was way too tall for it.
And what year did all that happen?
In 1666.
Nice one. High five. Yeah.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
We've made it back to Piccadilly, where we're going to hopefully get some food. It's the Hard Rock Cafe over there. Now we've just got to find where our restaurant is. Right, we think we're walking in the right direction along Shaftesbury Avenue. Okay, after a grueling day in London, we have found the Jungle Cave, which was formerly the Rainforest Cafe here in London, where we have a 4 o'clock reservation. So we are going to take the load off, get some refreshments, some good eats, and just relax, because whew, it's been a busy day. All right, heading in. All right, looks like pretty much any other Rainforest Cafe. You enter into a shop, usually some sort of gator animatronic. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, like I said, pretty much like any Rainforest Cafe. I wonder if Tracy Tree is here. Yes, there she is! Tracy Tree. Looks like she's asleep though. Okay, heading downstairs. Very cool. I do like a Rainforest Cafe, or a Jungle Cave as this one's been rebranded. Right, so we have got some nibbles, chicken strips, garlic bread, cheese sticks, etc, etc. Some sharing platters, burgers and sandwiches. Barbecue bacon burger, that sounds good. We've got some sides there going on, some fish and chips, pastas, salads. Some desserts there. On the other side is your like beverages, smoothies, juices. You know, I'm gonna go for a milkshake, chocolate milkshake. Wow, wow, wow. But you can get alcoholic drinks if you so wish. Beers, wines, cocktails. I mean, not wow, wow, wow. There be a storm a-brewing. I don't think AJ's keen on the storm. Some of the animals are going crazy. Mr. Monkey seems to be fairly settled and calm up there, so he's alright. Okay, was going to go with a milkshake, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to go with the Jungle Juicy. Pineapple, apple, strawberry, orange and grapefruit. Nice. Now, Shelley's quite tickled by the fact that at this table there's obviously 4 of us, And we've just worked out that between us there are 40 fingers.
Correct.
That seems a lot of fingers, doesn't it? How can there be 40 fingers?
Like a lot of fingers, but
there are 40 fingers.
there are 40 fingers between us.
I never thought about it like that. All right, Christopher Crocodile. Oh, nice one. Are you having a good night tonight?
He's having a great night.
Yeah, all right.
AJ, that's come stand. Do you want to come and stand?
Well, how amazing is that?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, no, thank you for saying hello. High five, nice one. All right, can I get a high five? Yeah, nice one. All right.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Right, so our drinks have just arrived. This is the jungle juice, so let's give it a go. That is very refreshing. So that's very good on a day like today, because I'm very thirsty. You went with a Coca-Cola, or is it a Pepsi, isn't it?
Pepsi.
Good?
That's the job.
Yeah. Okay, so I went with the penne Alfredo. That looks pretty good. Shelly went with the nachos, but like a meal nachos as opposed to like a starters.
It's a starter,
Yeah.
and I asked for it instead of a starter. Could I have it as a main?
Yeah, and they said yes. That's very large. And then Matilda, you've gone with spag bowl, haven't you?
Yeah.
What? And AJ, mac and cheese. And actually, considering that we waited quite a while to get served, the food actually turned up very quick. Okay, fairly standard Alfredo. Yeah, quite nice, quite flavourful. How are your nachos?
Alright.
Good? Yeah? Yeah, and Tilly? How's your spaghetti bolognese? Good?
Looks like she's enjoying it.
Yeah. And AJ, look at you go with your mac and cheese. All good? Here's your ice cream sundae, AJ. Is it nice? Yeah? And Tilly? Is it good? It's not good. I think it is, isn't it? So I would say that the food here at the Jungle Cave, formerly known as the Rainforest Cafe, I would say was average. You can definitely get better meals elsewhere, but what you can't get anywhere else is this awesome jungle atmosphere, because let's face it, the Rainforest Cafe is known for its atmosphere, I think, over its food. So yeah, I would give it a big tick for eating here. Yeah, I would come here. It's great for kids. We're going to leave the video there. It was a very busy day in London, so we really want to get to the hotel now. So do give the video a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to The Bright Side. It really does help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell and you'll never miss out on any video that we post. We're on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at The Bright Side. So check us out there. So from us to you, cheers and gone.